3, 2, 1. We're rolling. Let's go.
And we are back with our Game of Thrones podcast. We just watched episode 1.
Season 8.
Season 8, episode 1. And so we decided to come in here, give our reactions, give our insight to the people that don't know as much as us.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important. And just a bunch of stuff that we saw from this episode. First off, that was a great episode.
That was more. It was better than I expected.
Yeah, because I feel like generally, like the first episode, I wouldn't say they're weak, but they're mostly just setting shit up. Like they're like the aftermath of what happened.
Yeah.
This episode, it gave us a lot of information. There's a lot of information for us to digest and for everyone else to digest, right?
They really like filled in all the potholes that are going on since the last seasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the main events happened, so I feel like the next episode they're really gonna go into.
It was almost like this first episode should have been the last episode of last season.
Yeah.
Like the way it would have ended off with the cliffhangers and stuff, it would have been like a very juicy ending. You know what I'm saying?
Not even that, but like the last episode's cliffhanger was juicy as hell. That was the biggest cliffhanger of Game of Thrones.
When Dany went into the room, when Jon went into the room.
And
the dragon and stuff.
The dragon part.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean, but I think like this would have been a very good ending of a season 7. You know, that it almost felt like this was the ending of season 7 to me.
Yeah, because there's just so many potholes from season 7, right?
Yeah, a lot of stuff they're just tying up the knots kind of thing.
Yeah, like last season they kind of left off of Jon not finding out that he's the son of a Targaryen, and this season they kind of in the first episode they just filled in that plot hole, right?
It's almost like they kind of gave it to us too quick. I almost feel like.
Yeah. I have a feeling that has to do with the whole Hollywood part of Game of Thrones now, right? Because R.R. Martin's not there anymore for directing.
But he's still kind of like I think he still kind of like advises and stuff. But like to me, this would have been even better than the dragon scene. I think this would have been a better one because the way Jamie and Bran are looking at each other at the end, and like all these things, and like what is Dany gonna say when she finds out, like all of that.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I feel like even though that dragon blowing it down was a great cliffhanger, I think this episode would have been a very crazy cliffhanger.
Yeah. So like in kind of like a summary, this episode is like, you know, throughout all 7 seasons, it's kind of like the base of the pyramid. It's building, and this episode you really get to see the top of the pyramid where they're like all the potholes are kind of being filled up. Right, like Bran and Jamie meet for the first time after the whole accident that happened, and then Jamie's scared because you know he knows that
he's terrified. He knows. Of course,
So Jamie can get executed on the spot for doing that, right?
So he's gonna have to really explain himself. This next episode that's gonna come up, because everyone knows that episode 3 is the big battle, and I'm pretty sure the entirety of it's gonna be the battle. So this next episode is gonna be a lot of stuff happening very fast, right before like they find out the White Walkers are coming. So it's like I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next. All right, so we have a bunch of takeaways from this last episode that we want to talk about and go into in depth, and you know just kind of, you know, balance the kind of
just get our thoughts out and like see what we can speculate out of what the clues we got from the episode and stuff.
So I think the biggest storyline of this episode was that Jon finding out that he is the rightful king of the rightful heir of the 7 kingdoms. I think a lot of us already knew from the last episode that he was Aegon Targaryen, but now that Jon knows and seeing how he reacts and stuff, I think that's gonna be the biggest dilemma in the next episode. Like, how is Dany gonna handle that? And Sam dropped a pretty big question. Like, Jon was willing to give up his throne for the betterment of his people and the betterment of the realm. Is Dany willing to do that same thing? Because Dany's quest from the beginning is to sit on the Iron Throne. And now
to get what's rightfully hers, right? Which in her head is she's the last Targaryen in her head, right?
Yeah, but right now it's like it's not even rightfully hers anymore. It's rightfully
I kind of feel bad for her, but like
I do feel, because her life's work was trying to get the land back. Like she's trying to get sit on the Iron Throne. Like she believes that like that was her quest. So I genuinely want to see how she handles this. I have no idea.
Will she kind of like just accept the fact that he's a Targaryen, or will she think that he's being treasonous?
Yeah. See, that's one thing I was thinking. I'm like, is she gonna take this with like that? And I think Sam points it out. Like I think Jon points it out. He's like, oh, that's treason. Like he said, that's treason. Like mentioning that.
If they're lying, it's treason.
Lying. Yeah. So
they're screwed.
Is she like, she's gonna be like, where's the proof? Where's all of that, right?
Yeah.
And like, it's just I don't know. I don't know how she's gonna react to that, but we find out that he is the rightful heir.
Yeah, even his reaction was pretty skeptical. Like I don't even know if he fully believes it yet because
I mean, that's hard to digest.
Because the episode didn't show that Jon knows what Brandon is capable of. You know what I mean? He maybe he doesn't even know what he's.
But Sam even mentioned himself that it was in the
diary,
in the records of the Citadel, right? So yeah, like I mean, whether or not he believes it, it's the truth. Obviously, it's gonna be hard for him to digest because that's such a big bomb right before this huge like make or break event that's about to happen to them.
Yeah,
that's a huge bomb to drop.
Yeah,
and that's gonna like. That might shift the dynamic of both of them. Like, that really does shift the dynamic, because if he's the rightful heir and she's like going on like, yo, I'm the queen. Like, this is gonna shift the dynamic completely. It's
all, there's also love in between them.
Yeah.
So I mean, that cannot be, this type, the whole finding out that he's a Targaryen can kind of split them apart, but love can hold them together.
Yeah.
What I mean?
At the same time, Dany's always been the type to
forget love,
like because remember she was in love with, and she left the guy back in Volantis.
But she wasn't in love. He was in love, because she says that, I just told a man that loves me.
But like, okay, but think about it like this: her true ambition from the beginning is to get these thrones. Get the throne.
Yeah.
So I don't think love is what's gonna come in the way. I don't think love is like. I think she's willing to. Like she's the type that she's that strong character where she's willing to put love aside for what's best for her and getting that throne. Now, with Jon being the rightful heir of the throne, it's like that's what I want to see. How is she gonna react to that?
Yeah,
she's not gonna take it kindly in the beginning.
My thoughts are that she will react like genuinely good. Right, and everything will roll out.
Yeah. Because
I feel like they're building Dany up to be such a great character in person just to kill her off. Right. So I think that it might just roll out with a little bit of a boom, because next episode the real main focus would be preparing for the third episode, which is the battle.
Yeah.
Right. So this whole finding out thing will kind of like shift the dynamic of the Northern Lords to follow the Winterfell leader, which is Jon. Right. Because now he's actually the king.
Yeah.
Right?
But don't you think that kind of changes the dynamic of her army? Like, who are they following now? Because he's the rightful king.
But she's also the queen, they're both kind of rulers at the same time.
I mean, obviously if they get married, they're both thing. But there's only one person that can sit on the Iron Throne. It's not a double seat. It's not a love chair. You know what I mean? It's like it's only one person.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like this is a big wrench to throw right before
a big battle,
which requires one person to be the commander of everything, right? So that's gonna be huge.
Another speculation they can just keep it a secret
and not tell Dany,
and not tell anyone,
or
not tell Dany, or not even tell anyone, or maybe not even tell Dany, to be honest.
I think this is too big of something
deal
to keep away. Because like this is a huge secret. Like, this is something like I think that has to be addressed. Like, they have to address and kind of figure out that dynamic. I think Dany, in the beginning, I don't think she's going to handle it well at all. She's going to be like, yo, like, my life's work. Like, imagine your life's work was to be, like, the CEO of a company, and then you find out your brother or somebody else. Like, your far removed cousin that you didn't even know existed is the person that's going to get it, the company. Like, it's just... like it's gonna sting.
It's gonna sting her. It's gonna
sting for sure.
But yo, dude, they were riding the dragons. That was fun. Yeah, that was good to watch.
That was crazy. And like everyone had a feeling, because like that dragon's named after his dad, Rhaegal. So you had a feeling he was gonna ride it. But it was dope to see it like right there, right then, like right that fast. I was surprised. Like they were given like that was a very juicy episode. Like there's not a lot of action. Obviously, there's no action at all. But like, they were giving a lot of information. Like they were very progressing the plot like very quickly. Like it's like they have 6 episodes.
Yeah. You know? I know what you mean. Yeah. And then it was the whole scene where Sam's talking to Jon and Sam's really sad and stuff. I feel like that would be the end of Sam's whole kind of like legacy in the Game of Thrones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think his arc is done now.
Yeah, because he had the big secret of dragon glass. He got that out of the way. Yeah. The Aegon Targaryen, he just got that out of the way. So really, what use is he still in the show? That's a debate.
His arc, that's where it ends. We're telling Jon what he needs to know. Like he's gonna be a background character. Obviously, he's probably gonna be the Maester of the Citadel one day, like all that stuff. But in terms of like this current story, I think he's played his role.
Yeah. So what do you think about him, Dany telling Sam that she killed her parents?
Oh, that was.
Do you think there might be like a little political vibe, just like how the little kid's parents died from wildlings and he stabs Jon?
Yeah. No. That I feel like I think Sam is not really a character that's gonna make that much of a difference.
Yeah.
In terms of, like,
I think he's smarter than his emotions.
Yeah. I think so too. But like you never know how. Like, but you can already tell when he was talking to Jon that he does not trust her anymore.
Yeah.
Like that trust is kind of gone. And so if he's feeling that way, the Northerners might feel that way. Like we don't know how the Northerners are going to react. Like if they find out that this lady just burned a bunch of guys just because they didn't bend the knee. Like, you know, that's very Mad King-esque, right? And that's the biggest selling point about her that Jon has, is that she's not her dad.
Yeah.
But that's very her dad action. Like, you know, that's an action that her dad would have done. So it's gonna be weird seeing that dynamic between the two, like the two armies, the power struggle. Like I'm genuinely like, I want to see how they unfold it this next episode. I think they're gonna have to get it out of the way this next episode. If not this next episode, there's gonna be some sort of shift in dynamic during the fight. Right? There's gonna be like, okay, Jon is really proving himself. She's gonna be like, okay, if he's doing all of this in battle and proving himself, okay, maybe I might be okay with it. Or maybe she does something super heroic and Jon is like, okay, I know I'm the rightful king, but I would willingly surrender that for her. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, they're both like kind of like giving characters.
They're both.
I feel like Jon will surrender it for a thing because Jon doesn't want to rule.
Yeah, Jon is almost like doing everything he can to not get the job, but he's just too qualified. Like every qualification is rolling in his like he keeps saying, I don't want to be the king, I don't want to be this, I don't want to be that, but things that keep revealing, he keeps revealing his character, the things that keep revealing in terms of like his origin, it just keeps putting him closer and closer to the throne, even though he doesn't want it. Whereas Dany really wants it,
and she kept getting like people coming away. Yeah. So it's like, you know what I think they should have done better in this episode is focus on Brandon more, as like shows Brandon's abilities to Dany and to Jon and stuff. So we really focus on whatever he's saying he is the truth, because in the future episodes he's gonna be the one to, you know, like kind of figure out where the Night King goes and does whatever.
I think the thing that really that showed like his power right off the bat was when he told Dany, right? Yeah, when Dany came in, he's like, oh, they have your dragon. Like, there's no way anyone would know that except for Bran. Yeah. There's no one ever saw it, right? He never even seen it himself, but he knows everything, right? Yeah. So I think that was a good way to establish that to those two characters, to Jon and to Dany that haven't seen his power or him work, that this is what he's capable of. I think that was a good demonstration, because like, it's very subtle. Like, he didn't have to like go all close his eyes and go crazy. He's just like, yo, as soon as they came in, he's like, it's about business. This is what happened. This is what just happened right now. Yeah. You have to get ready. Yeah. Speaking on
Brandon Stark, when Jaime saw him, you know, like that was the end of the show, but I feel like that's not even a big deal, because if, you know, Brandon Stark, first of all, is dead. Now it's the three-eyed raven that lives inside of him. Yeah. So from like a, you know, like a storyline point of view, the three-eyed raven would be like, yo, thanks for pushing me down. Yeah,
like that's a perfect way to put it. Bran is dead. Yeah. So like the way we can from the way Bran reacted. Remember when the girl, that Reed girl, was about to leave, and he's like, oh, thank you for helping, and he was like very emotionless. Yeah. I don't think he thinks with emotion anymore. He thinks with just purely logic and purely off the facts. So in a way, he might be grateful for the fact that he pushed him, because it led him to this greater purpose, which he would have never accomplished if he wasn't thing. So I don't think there will be hard feelings, but I think in terms of for Jaime, that's gonna be a very huge moment for him, just to confront someone that he's done.
Maybe to confront Jon, because Bran will tell Jon, and then Jon will be like, "What the fuck?"
He's gonna. I think we've seen in the trailer that he stands in front of the entire, like, all the people in the North, and tells them, "Oh, I'm ready to fight for the North."
Yeah.
So he's gonna have that dilemma where everyone's like, "Yo, like, this guy's a Lannister. This guy almost killed Bran. This guy did all these bad things. Why should we trust you?" And he's gonna have to sit there, put his emotion on his sleeve, and and just show his true intentions.
Yeah,
and I think they're gonna accept
he's at a disadvantage because he didn't bring the Lannister armies. He came by himself.
Yeah, but I think but the thing is, Sansa's proven to be a lot smarter than she is. Than she was been before. Like, she's coming into her own as a character. She like that line where she's like, "Oh, if you think Cersei's actually sending her army, like I thought you were the smartest person in all the realm, but I don't think so anymore." Like, cause if she thinks that Cersei's gonna send the army, like, she knows, right? So obviously it's not that far. I think everyone else they might be a little delusional, but I think deep down they know that, like, okay, Cersei's not gonna send the rest of the army.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's always gonna be that doubt until the army's there.
Yeah.
You know, and even if the army is there, there's gonna be that doubt. Like, as soon as the battle's over, they might kill him. You know, so I feel like that whole Cersei not sending her army thing dynamic is not gonna be that huge, because I feel like it's almost like that's what we expect from Cersei.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And even, like, Cersei is she's just pure evil. Like, what she did with Euron Greyjoy this episode, just to, like, trap him up. She offered herself behind Jaime's back when Jaime kind of, like, left already, right?
I mean, so she kind of gave Bronn she gave Qyburn the crossbow to give to Bronn.
Yeah.
To say, to kill her treasonous brothers.
Yeah.
So
which includes Jaime, which is insane, which is like the love of her life.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, between her and the throne, like, she doesn't want anyone to come to the throne. Yeah. It doesn't matter who, right? And I'm pretty sure she's aware of the prophecy that one of her brothers are gonna kill her. Yeah. So, yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Like, I genuinely think Bronn is gonna do it.
You think Bronn's gonna do it? Why do you think Bronn's gonna do it?
Just like, the way Game of Thrones just works, I know Bronn has shown that before that he's loyal to Jaime and Tyrion. Yeah. But I think that's just the way the Game of Thrones works, that I think Bronn is, like, it's gonna come down to that moment, and he's gonna pull the trigger. I think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna kill Tyrion, to be honest.
I think no, man, I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think Bronn, we've seen him leave gold for saving people's lives. Yeah, like random people's lives too. Yeah, we've seen him leave that pile of gold. Yeah, for those random people.
But if he genuinely believes that this is the winning side, that Cersei's the winning side,
I don't think he believes that. He's just like,
but he doesn't know what.
Did Jaime ask him to come with him to the north? I don't think he did.
No, but remember Jaime. Remember when Qyburn came? He's like, the queen is aware that of the broken promises that of Jaime, like she didn't give him the gold, he didn't give him the castle, all that stuff. And she's like, "Oh, I'm willing to make that right." And she's like, "Oh, you have we left a bunch of gold outside for you," and she would give him all this, like, and she's like, "Oh," and then remember Qyburn's like, I did all this for Cersei, and she made me hand the king. Imagine if you were the one to kill her treasonous brothers for her. Yeah, yeah. So I feel like he understands there's a lot at stake for him, and there's just something that tells me, like,
that crossbow is gonna play a huge role
in good Game of Thrones fashion. That crossbow might take 2 or 3 lives. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. That crossbow might be the demise of the Lannisters.
Yeah, it's like the history of Bronn from Blackwater it's kind of like proving that he's not gonna kill them, but Game of Thrones evil plot twist kind of like.
And I think the crazy thing is, if Bronn were to, I think when Jaime ultimately proves himself as it's when he's gonna die. Right. And then I think what I was thinking, that maybe Arya wears Jaime's face and kills Cersei with the crossbow.
See, that's like some serious loops that we only find out at the end. You know?
Exactly. Like that's something, because like she's gonna get killed by her brother. That's the prophecy. So wearing Jaime's face would be like the perfect disguise, right?
Yeah.
And then the crossbow, I feel like that crossbow is the demise of the Lannister family. Like it just, like the way they showed it just looks like a Lannister crossbow.
Yeah,
like
it does.
Just, you know,
I don't know. I don't think that's the same crossbow that Tyrion killed Tywin with. No, right?
No, I don't think so. That was brown and stuff.
But that crossbow it stays in the king's chambers because Joffrey had it.
Yeah.
Joffrey had that crossbow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the crossbow is going to play a huge role.
Yeah.
Next, let's talk about since we're on, King's Landing. What about Euron and Cersei?
Oh,
like
that was
the last part we saw.
I think Cersei's just playing her cards. Like she knows she doesn't have a lot of allies right now, so she has to play her cards right. Like, and I don't know if she genuinely likes Euron, or if he's just saying that to get on his good side.
I think she's saying that. I don't think she genuinely likes it.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
And
either.
Euron doesn't genuinely like Cersei either.
Yeah, he's just trying to fuck it and off it.
Yeah, which he kind of just did, but he's not gonna off it.
No, he's trying to put a baby in her.
Yeah.
But she has a baby right now, allegedly.
Yeah, is that why you think her eyes were watery after Euron left her chambers?
I think she's just pondering the everything that's about to happen. She knows that like this is make or break.
Yeah.
Like if you're sitting there and thinking about all the lives that, like, she just put a hit on her brothers, who she like her Jaime. She's the lover of life. She knows that the dragons and the White Walkers passed the wall, so that battle's gonna happen anytime soon. Like she's probably in a mood to just sit there and reflect. I think that's why she was teary. Right. I don't think it was the fact that she let Euron hit. Like that's whatever. I think she's willing to do that for her to be in a better position. Like that's no question. But
while that was happening, Theon saved Yara, right? So and I don't really understand what happened there. Yara kind of wanted to escape to the Iron Islands because no one was there. Yeah. But Theon wanted to go join and fight for the North because he was grown up with the Starks and whatnot. Yeah.
And he has to redeem himself. After that speech that Jon gave to him, where it's like, you don't have to choose between Stark and Greyjoy, you are both. Yeah. I feel like he at that point feels like, okay, like I owe it to my Stark part of me, that to go up there and fight and prove myself.
Do you think, can we call Yara a scared person, like a pussy for running away to the
No,
island?
I don't think so, because at the end of the day, it's not her fight.
She went to the queen saying that, we'll get the
back, but like right now she doesn't have much to go and fight with. Like her logic between going to the Iron Islands is that if she goes there and she gets back her home, which is obviously going to be a priority, getting her home back, if that fight to the north does not go well and they retreat and they get away, the Iron Islands might be the only place they're safe, because these White Walkers can't go through water, obviously. Yeah,
so you think the Iron Islands might have a big role to play in...
I don't think it's going to get to that. I think that she believes that she's a safety valve for that thing. But I think at the end of the day, she's a Greyjoy, and I think that's her mission. Her mission's not north. She doesn't have the armies to do anything up north. She doesn't have the willpower. She's been like tied up in a boat for like who knows how long, right? Yeah. So like I feel like right now for her, just get back to her islands, take back her throne, and regroup and figure it out from there. I think personally she's gonna come back. I don't think she's gonna.
Yeah, she's gonna come back, right? She's gonna. She just can't disappear off in the darkness.
And I don't think she's gonna let Theon just go and her turn back. I think it's like Theon's gonna be there and there's gonna be fighting, and then like there's gonna be
she might provision a little bit and then come back
around and come back. She might go back, get her army.
That's what I'm saying.
And then come back, stuff like that. But I don't think her story's done. I don't think she's a coward either, leaving. I think she's aware of her fight.
She's aware. Yeah. I don't know, bro. In the trailer and stuff, we saw how Tyrion's pin was in Winterfell. Jaime's hand was there. So, looking at the first episode and then looking at the trailer, like everyone's at Winterfell right now, and then for all those people to be like injured or whatever, or disappeared, it's kind of like, where is the show gonna go?
I think that trailer is meant to throw everyone off, though. I don't think that's like from the actual show. Like
you don't think it's from the actual footage?
No, it's not from the actual footage. They created that for like promotion or whatever.
That's just speculation, right?
Yeah. But I mean, obviously we talked about in our first episode that them losing in Winterfell is
not a big surprise.
It's not a big surprise. It most likely would happen.
Yeah.
Like I think the White Walker army is like 100,000.
Yeah.
And a dragon, and then the Nightwing and all that stuff. It might get overwhelming for them, and they might lose, and they might have to fall back. You never know, right? So yeah, I don't hold it against Yara for going back. I don't know if that trailer was kind of like pointing us in the right direction. I think people generally make trailers like that to throw us off like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if they lost them.
One thing's kind of confirmed that there's only one fight that's happening, which is north, because Dany's whole entire army is up north.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's their primary fight. They're not like turned around to fight the Lannister army. I think the Lannisters are gonna wait until that fight is done and try and clean up the remains.
Yeah. That the whole war dynamic's gonna really change with the Jon Snow thing.
Yeah.
Being Aegon Targaryen, it's gonna swipe the floor.
Yeah, because there's gonna be doubt amongst the soldiers. There's
gonna be so much chemistry between them that they're not gonna be able to fight as one like force. You know what I mean? And it's really weird to see to even speculate what's gonna happen after the North. Right? Because, the North, they need so much power and they have so much power. But after the war, what's going to be left?
What's going to be left? That's
and then after that, they have to fight another battle.
Yeah.
Which is like...
Yeah.
I want to really see the next episode. We're going to get through the politics of the war. Yeah. And that's going to really make the show...
Make or break it.
Yeah.
I think they figure it out before the battle. Or I think the battle forces them to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, one person's like, okay, I'll take the step back. But I think Jon's going to be willing to take the step back, but Dany's like, okay, you know what? At the end of the day, I think it's my turn to take that step back.
Nah, man, I don't know.
I don't know. I think Dany has to relinquish.
That's going to be a very dangerous encounter.
It's going to be hard for her. I think in the beginning she's going to be almost like no. But when it comes down to it, in the beginning of the battle or during the battle, she's going to eventually succumb to it, and she's going to have to. Or else, because you can't go into a fight like this with a battle on the inside. That's a battle on the inside. Like whether they're actually fighting each other is a different story. But psychologically, like if they're like not on the same page and they're not against an enemy like that, I think that's something they have to figure out before or right in the beginning of the battle.
What if they get married? Next episode.
But if they get married, it's still Jon.
I know, but I mean, it's still her family. You know what I mean? And Jon's not a person to be betraying.
Yeah.
Dany
No, I understand that. At the end of the day, it's her family, but I think her vision is that her to sit on that throne. Not she doesn't want to just make babies and that's not her calling. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So what do you think on your theory of Gendry from last episode?
Gendry and Arya looked a little cozy.
They looked a little
But they already have a history together in terms of they've been not together, but they've been through some stuff together.
Yeah.
And they've shown that they really care about each other. I don't know if we're gonna see an Arya Gendry relationship.
I think we might, bro. She was smiling at him and they were kind of flirting a little bit.
Yeah.
What's that weapon that she told him to design? Do you know anything about it?
It's I think it's like a staff. It was like a staff that it's two things and then it's a one thing together.
Oh,
I think it's
made out of Valyrian dragon glass.
Yeah, no, it's dragon glass. Yeah, I think it's just something for her to
be really
she can use one and just thing, but if she needs to go two hands, boom, she can I think it's some sort of detachable.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, they're definitely gonna have something of
you think so?
Something in between them.
You think so?
And I don't know about Gendry. He might even die, bro. I think he might even die.
I feel like he has a big role. The
Lord of the Light thinks he has a big role too.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, he's too much of a side character for them to kind of give him if they're gonna give him an arc with Arya, that means he obviously means more to the story.
Yeah.
They're not gonna give him an arc with Arya. If he's just some side character that's a blacksmith.
Yeah.
I feel like he has a bigger role to play.
Yeah.
Whether it's the Prince Who's Promised or the King of the Seven Kingdoms, because technically right now he is the rightful heir of the Seven Kingdoms.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, based off the Baratheon lineage and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I feel like Gendry has a role to play. I feel like his role is undershadowed, like as of now. But I feel like if they're gonna give him that arc, there's definitely a role for him to play.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Another thing was, you know, in the last episode when Jon walked into Dany's room and, like, you know, they were doing their thing, and then Tyrion saw it from the outside, and then this episode Tyrion was looking at Jon flying on the dragon and them talking stuff. Yeah. So what do you think that Tyrion's thoughts are on the romance between Jon and Dany? I
think remember when Tyrion and Varys were talking?
Yeah.
And they're talking about how the youth and respect they use that to block them away from the fact that nothing ever lasts.
Yeah.
I think their biggest concern is the fact that something might come in between the two of them.
Yeah.
Something like the secret, where it might split them apart, and that might be the downfall of their entire campaign.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think they, without knowing that their secret is there, they know that something is going to drift them apart. They know that nothing lasts forever. They know they're not going to be, like, you know, like something's going to get in between them, and they have to settle that. Yeah. So I feel like even though they don't know that secret, they're smart enough to know that something's going to get in between of them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And that's something's going to be that for the next episode. I think that's one of the biggest things I'm excited about is to watch how the dynamics between, you know, Dany and Jon work out, and the Northern Lords, and if they believe that, and if Dany even, like, you know, says this conspiracy or whatever it is. So that's something I'm really excited about for the next episode, and the politics of it. What are you excited for?
I kind of want to see Sansa versus Dany.
Yeah,
they don't like each other. I mean, Sansa doesn't like her. I don't think.
But why? I
mean, Northerners don't trust really well. They don't trust Southerners.
Okay.
Her only, like, all she knows of Dany is the fact that she's the Mad King's daughter.
Yeah.
Right. And this is a girl that her brother left as the King of Winterfell and came back and just bent the knee to. Yeah. And he doesn't know who this person is. So she's skeptical of who this person is. Like, why did she give? Is it because she loves him? He loves her, or is it because she believes that she's like the actual queen? Like, she believes that she'll be a good queen.
This next episode that's also gonna play out.
Yeah, I feel like it has to. I feel like even in battle, it's gonna play out too. If they survive, I'm pretty sure both of them will survive that battle.
Yeah.
But I think that's gonna gain some respect between the two of them. I don't think Sansa has to end up loving her, but, like, at the end of the day, there has to be respect there for them.
A lot of people are gonna die in this couple episodes.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people are gonna die.
Jorah, I think all those guys are pretty done. I think, you know what I think? Grey Worm.
Yeah.
I think Grey Worm is gonna come back as white.
You think? Yo, that'd be crazy.
He's gonna spearhead the Unsullied army.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get killed. And I think the Night King is going to bring him back up.
All the dead are going to be brought back up.
Yeah, because they're not going to have enough time to burn them.
Yeah.
So, like, even if they do burn a bunch of them, there's still going to be a lot of them. I think Grey Worm was one of them. And I think that's going to be very crushing. It's like, yo, like, a character that we all love.
Yeah.
A commander of Dany's army. Yeah. Bring him back up. And it's going to be like, yo, fuck.
And then,
I think this is just a bad season for Dany. Like, it's gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. She's gonna get pulled so far away from that throne.
Yeah.
And we just have to see how she reacts. Does she react like the Mad King does, or does she react like Daenerys Targaryen?
She won't. She'll definitely not react like the Mad King.
Yeah.
She's just so nice. Like, this episode, she was smiling more than I've ever seen her smile. You know.
Yeah, but nothing really threatened her stake in the throne like this did
in this one. In this episode, you know? But this next thing is going to be very interesting. Yeah. I'm super excited about that. Next Sunday.
Yeah. Night King getting closer. So Jon rode the dragon. We talked about that. So the Night King is getting closer.
Which is kind of like practice for him, you know, just riding the dragon.
Yeah, he's like, you know, obviously they're paying homage to that's gonna have to happen in the thing, right? Probably when the Night King is going to be on Viserion and those two are going to be on their dragons. That's probably going to be a huge dragon battle.
So all three dragons are mounted too, so it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. So I think that's gonna be a huge plot. That's gonna be something going forward. I think that's almost like a foreshadow of that to come.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Army of the Dead's getting closer.
You know, at the end when there was the Walker was mounted and there was a symbol around it. What was the symbol about?
That symbol is the symbol of the Night King.
The Night King. Okay, so
That's their
so do you think that's like the Night King has set up traps like that just to be triggered by the screeches?
I don't think it's a trap. I think it's just like a "we were here" kind of thing. It's like a flag. It's like, you know how people put their flags when they've conquered something. Like that's Eastwatch. So they weren't at thing like we originally thought. Like they're still at Eastwatch, but they ended up surviving. But I think that was like his thing. It was like, if anyone's still alive, like, just know this is what happened. Like, it was us.
They were there.
Yeah.
Which is kind of which is mind-boggling because they're really close to Winterfell. They're coming.
Yeah.
You know, and you were talking about they were going through some other places before they get to Winterfell.
I mean, the Winterfell is the center of the north.
Yeah.
But they're not the most north thing. The Karstarks, Umbers, those are castles that the White Army is gonna have to pass. To get to Winterfell. So. What about Lord Glover?
You know, at the end he's like, I'm not fighting for you because I want Jon to be the king.
Yeah, because I think they're more south. I'm not sure. Yeah. But obviously they didn't pledge their army. But maybe when they find out that that Jon is the true king, they might come back. They come riding towards the end of the battle and come help out, kind of thing, like almost like the Knights of the Vale thing.
Yeah.
But the Umbers and Karstarks, I think the Karstarks, they're the ones that took the horses to go get their people and bring them back. I don't know if the Umbers got all alive. I'm not sure, but those are the castles they have to pass on the way to Winterfell. So they're gonna run.
We might even see a little bit of a battle in the next episode.
Yeah, just like
we
haven't seen the Whites yet.
Yeah, the Whites might be just crushing.
They might like towards the end of that next episode, they might just show. Like the Whites just decimating an entire kingdom, kind of thing, like, you know, just to show that they're almost there.
That's gonna be very interesting. And I wonder what the role like, I forget the guy's name, the commander of the Night's Watch and the commander of the Wildlings. You know, they found that symbol.
Dormant Giants.
Yeah, I wonder what role they have to play in the battle because they're all the way at the back, right? The handful of them.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be the thing. I think they're gonna make it to not King's Landing. They're gonna make it to Winterfell before the army. Yeah, I think they make it. I think they're gonna make it, and as soon as they make it, their army's gonna be like right behind them, and they're gonna have to like just get ready and fight.
Yeah, like kind of like a chase.
Because those are the only people left, I think. Because those guys came from Castle Black.
Yeah, and those guys came from the north.
And so like, I feel like that's all that's left. Maybe there might be a few wildlings left on the wall, but Jon's gonna pull all of them back. So it's gonna be. I feel like they're just gonna make it in time for the battle, and it's gonna be like a huge battle. Right. Like right when the horns are going off, they're gonna run in and all that shit, and like, you know, it's gonna be like, oh fuck, now we have to go fight. Right.
Another thought. What do you think? The Golden Company, they kind of showed up in the show, and they kind of like, you know, didn't have as much promised. Yeah. So and Cersei was super disappointed about the Golden Company. So what do you think that will have to play?
I mean, she kind of have to go with whatever card she's been dealt with, right? She can't really, like, at this point, like,
she's super disappointed.
She can't. Yeah, she was like, oh, elephants. Like, I think maybe the no elephants is maybe a budget thing. You think?
No, man.
Because like, bro, animating a bunch of elephants, like, if that's part of the storyline, I don't know why they left it out. But like, they obviously had a good reason to bail it out.
Yeah, or maybe she might even bring them back, you know, because she wanted them so bad. She even said to Euron that she wants the elephant.
It's a status of their power, but I don't think we're gonna see them. I don't think so.
Might have been a budget thing. You never know.
It could be, like, you never know. Yeah, exactly. We'll never know. Because I know animals and stuff, like the dire wolves are
just $70,000 or some shit.
No, I think they're more. They're like, they cost as much as the dragons.
Wow.
To animate. That's why we probably haven't seen Ghost or Nymeria or anything yet. Yeah. But obviously for the big battle scene, they'll have all of that stuff. But yeah, it could be a budget thing. I was hoping to see a bunch of elephants
on the boats, right?
Not even on the boats. Like imagine a battle scene, like elephants on one side, horses on the other. Like, it would have been really great to see, like, visually aesthetic, right? Pleasing, right? But yeah, she did kind of seem disappointed, but at the end of the day, she can't really be picky. That's all she has.
She has a weak hand, to be honest, but she's only betting on the Night King to destroy half the other army.
Yeah, so if they do their damage, she has 20,000 a gold company, which is more than the Unsullied and the Dothraki. Yeah. So she's like, her hand's not that weak. let's like with that army, the Lannister army combined, I think in that second war she might have the upper hand.
She might, and then,
but then there's a lot of things. I remember seeing a bunch of stuff about the Golden Company being Targaryens and stuff. Who knows how that plays a role in? Like that's probably something that they're gonna drop later on. I don't know if that's gonna play a role or not, but that's just something that I know that I learned. So that could be a dynamic there too, where these guys are conflicted about which way they want to this way and stuff. But like that's a speculation at my point.
Yeah. Another thing is, which dragon's gonna die in the wars. Yeah. I don't think any of the dragons except the Night King's dragon is gonna die.
You don't think
because now Jon has a dragon and Dany has a dragon, right? So it'd be kind of weird to kill off a dragon that these kings and queens are riding.
I think
you get what I'm trying to say?
I think one of them have to die.
Yeah, if one of the members die, maybe. Or just commit suicide because the guy's dead.
No, I think maybe one of them get like thing, and then like it gets low enough where the person can jump off or something, or maybe at this point in the battle, like Jon is off of it and he's like fighting on the ground, and like that dragon goes down, or it could be Drogon. We never know, right? We don't know at all, right?
Yeah.
I feel like one of them have to go down though, because Viserion right now is like he's like OP, like he's super fucked right now, like he's crazy. So I feel like there's no way both the dragons come out of this alive, if not unhurt.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
They might come out alive in the first one and then get shot down by Cersei.
I genuinely think that only one dragon will be alive in that next battle.
Yeah.
Because like it would just kind of even the battlefield a little more for them. Like, I think they want to make it seem like the North Army is just so beaten up and they have to make this final push like fuck. And then like they're going to stack up Cersei as much as possible just to see her fall harder. You get what I mean? Like, yeah, but I think one of the dragons are going to die.
Yeah.
Sure. They have to. It's almost like they have to.
Yeah.
There's no way both dragons are going to be alive after Viserion.
I don't know. That's interesting. It's going to be a lot of
which dragon is going to be a huge thing too, because
Drogon carries the most of the weight throughout this whole show, right?
Yeah,
being the main dragon.
I think that would be a very hard hit, especially since the season is so bad for Cersei, for Dany, like where she's just getting pulled. Like, I think it might be Drogon. Who knows? It could be Drogon.
Yeah,
because Drogon going down, like that's like her favorite son kind of thing.
Yeah,
like that would be such a huge blow for her. And that'll shift the power in Jon's favor even more.
Why would that?
Rhaegal is essentially Jon's dragon.
Yeah, not I mean, they're still Dany's dragon.
Yeah, they're still Dany's dragon, but that's the one that, like, generally, the dragons mount like one person, like that's their rider. So the fact that Jon got on it, I feel like that dragon's gonna be favored more towards Jon now.
Yeah. You get what I
mean?
Maybe you're right.
So, because like I remember reading that like these dragons, like once their owner dies, like they don't go to a new owner. Like if they stay,
they just stay.
Yeah, they're with that person forever, kind of thing.
Wow, what great creatures, huh? Yeah. I wish I had one.
I wish we had one too.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
The government would shoot it down right away, but that'd be cool.
But yeah, so I think that if Drogon goes down, I think Drogon going down kind of makes the most sense. Just because that just sways the power even more. That just takes more from Dany. That pulls her away from the throne even more. Like, it's almost like the people that want it the most are never gonna get it, kind of thing.
And I see that. I see that trend happening in Game of Thrones. It's like the person that's rightfully gonna mount the throne is gonna get it, but the person that wants it and desires it the most
won't get it. I feel like that's the best way to end it too.
Yeah,
like just taking it away from Dany's hand, like all that work she did, and she's gonna fall.
I can almost confirm that Dany's gonna die. Like, at this point, like, I don't know. I just feel like she's gonna die.
She's definitely gonna die.
She's such a good character. She's smiling. She's doing this. She let Jon ride the dragon.
But like, obviously, it's easy to be like smiling and stuff because she's trying to make a good impression on the North. Like, she obviously knows the North. Unless the North trusts her, like she's not think so. She can't be all iron fist and stuff, right? And this is Jon's community. Like she can't really come and do all her
mean stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's gonna be hard to see. I think Dany's gonna lose a lot.
Bro, are you getting sad? Are you crying?
I'm not. I'm just like, it's just fuck. Like I'm gonna watch it again when you're before I sleep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it again. I want to catch a couple more things in it. I feel like we might have missed a few things.
Yeah.
I hope they just leak episode 2 right now.
Why? No, I want to wait. I want to wait.
You want the wait?
Yeah. I'll watch a couple breakdowns and stuff. Just get more details.
Oh yeah, I think by the time we're even done uploading.
So there's a lot of people at work right now. That's what you're saying.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of famous YouTubers at work right now.
The devil works hard, but these YouTube guys work harder, man.
Yeah. It was kind of cool watching the show, kind of being part of history. Yeah. That was one show where the CEOs like Elon and all these people are watching it this time.
Everyone
all
around the world.
The cast, all the celebrities, they're all watching this show at once. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
To see what everyone's watching. Yeah.
Have we gone through all our topics?
Yeah, I think we have.
Any other thoughts you had on that episode?
I think for first episode there was a lot. I mean, next episode there's gonna be even more.
There's only 6 episodes this season.
Yeah, so it's fun. It's fun just talking and speculating throughout it to see what we're wrong, we're right. And
No, but I feel like every episode is gonna carry this much weight. Because they're short. It's a shorter season.
This is an hour, right?
It was an hour. Yeah. It was like maybe like a couple minutes less than an hour, but it was like about an hour. I feel like every episode is gonna carry so much weight that there's gonna be so much to digest in each episode. It's gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be such a sick show. Like it's always gonna end. I think it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's wrap it up.
Till the next Sunday, 9 o'clock, HBO.
So like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna be doing these every week. We literally just finished. I think the episode finished like an hour, like 30 minutes before we recorded. We went after the episode. We just went through some shit. We wrote it down, and came here and just put our thoughts out. So enjoy.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Off the top.
Happy Game of Thrones, guys.
Happy Game of Thrones. That's good.